When my parents said they wanted family bonding, they meant it. My parents forced me and my 3 brothers to hold hands our entire lives because they believed physical separation would make us grow apart emotionally. And when I turned 15, they started looking for a surgeon who would permanently connect us. It started when I was 7, and my youngest brother Micah was 3. We'd spent the whole day bickering with each other, so the next morning, Mom lined us up in the hallway and grabbed my wrist. "From now on, you hold on tight," she said, pressing my palm into Noah's. "Families that touch stay together." She moved down the line, forcibly joining each brother's hand to the next. Walking to school became a nightmare performance. 4 boys stumbling down the sidewalk in a human chain, trying to match pace. Noah walked too fast, Micah's legs were too short, and I was stuck in the middle getting yanked both directions. "Move together!" Mom would shout from behind us. "Like a family should." Cars slowed down to stare. Kids from school took pictures. Going to the bathroom meant standing outside the door in a line while one person used the toilet, our connected hands snaking under the door gap. "Can you hurry up?" Noah would hiss while I tried to use the restroom with 3 hands pulling at me through the crack. Teachers didn't know what to do when 4 kids showed up to class linked together. We had to sit in special arranged desks, and I learned to write with my left hand because my right was always gripping Noah's sweaty palm. By the time I was 10, Mom decided holding hands wasn't enough. She pulled out her sewing machine one Sunday and started modifying our clothes. "This will make everything easier," she hummed, stitching our 4 shirts together at the shoulders and sides. The fabric pulled tight across our backs, forcing us to stand in a perfect line. When Caleb tried to turn his head too far, the collar started choking Micah. "I can't breathe right," Micah whimpered that first night in our connected pajamas. We lay in the bed Dad had made by pushing 4 twins together, unable to roll over without dragging everyone with us. "You're breathing fine," Dad said from the doorway. "Stop being dramatic." The panic attack started when I was 12. The feeling of always being touched, pulled, connected, it made my chest tight and my vision blur. During one attack, I clawed at the fabric connecting us until my fingers bled. Mom found me sobbing and hyperventilating, still attached to my confused brothers. "This is just your selfish individualism trying to break through," she said, holding my face in her hands. "We'll fix that." When I was 13, Micah finally snapped. I woke up to the sound of scissors cutting fabric. In the darkness, I could see him sawing through the material at his shoulder. "Micah, no," I whispered, but he kept cutting. When the last thread broke, he rolled away from us and lay spread eagle on his own bed section, laughing and crying at the same time. That's when Mom brought out the chains. Real metal chains from the hardware store, with padlocks she wore the keys to on a necklace. The metal was cold and heavy on our wrists. Within a week, the skin underneath turned raw and started weeping clear fluid. The chains clanked when we walked, announcing our approach like medieval prisoners. I found her laptop open one afternoon while she was in the shower. My brothers were napping, so I had just enough slack to reach the keyboard. Her email was full of messages to doctors around the world. Most were rejections. "This is child abuse. Please seek psychiatric help. I'm reporting this to authorities." But one doctor in the Philippines had responded differently. He'd attached diagrams showing how skin grafts could connect 4 children, how tissue expanders would slowly stretch our flesh until we could be joined. "What you reading?" Mom's voice made me jump. She stood in the doorway, towel around her hair, smile spreading across her face. "Oh good, you found it." I wanted it to be a surprise, but maybe it's better, you know. She sat down next to me, our chains rattling. "Dr. Santos says he can start the procedures next month. Isn't that wonderful?" That night at dinner, she made the announcement officially. Dad pulled out printed diagrams showing 4 boys fused together at the sides like paper dolls made of flesh. "You'll share skin, blood vessels, maybe eventually organs," he explained, tracing the connection points with his finger. "True unity, the first family to achieve it." "I don't want to be connected," Micah screamed, trying to stand but getting yanked back down by the chains. "Want has nothing to do with it," Mom said calmly. "This is about need, and you need each other more than you know." I stared at those diagrams while my brothers cried. In a month, we'd be on a plane to the Philippines. In 2 months, we'd start being surgically joined. By next year, we wouldn't be 4 boys anymore. We'd be one twisted organism, a medical experiment that would probably die from infection or organ failure. Full story on the channel below.